We're back, right? HOTC, the heartbeat. Your hosts, El Greco, Eli, a.k.a. Bobby Sasquatch. And today, we have the one and only DVS, the villain, as our guest today.
What's up, everybody? The world is filled with pimps and hoes.
And which one are you?
I'm something like a pimp. But
I don't like that.
DVS, you be teaching me all the ways.
We got DVS on. We have DVS as our guest today because we wanted an even more old school reference than me.
We got all the generations. Oh, y'all the same age though.
DVS got me by a few. So he was listening to hip hop at earlier eras than I was. Like we were talking about last week or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember. We were talking about how if your favorite rapper gives props to his favorite rapper, it will make you want to go back and start digging and doing your homework. That's why I started really listening to Rakim, is because Nas is always giving Rakim props. And I was like, I gotta go back and find out.
yeah, you gotta if you're doing a live rappers, you gotta put Rakim in the top. I ain't gonna say top 5,
He's
maybe
nice.
10.
I think maybe I want to hear your list or the most influential rappers for you.
We did a top 5 episode 3 was the top 5 episode, and it was kind of goofy, but we had a lot of fun with it.
You say influential or who I think is the best? Or
Like your Mount
influential?
Rushmore, like your guys. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's a hard.
Yeah, but I'm
Eli put Lil Wayne in his Mount Rushmore.
I'm gonna put if it's influential.
I had to call you out.
Yo, what? I mean,
No, I'm not making fun of Lil Wayne fans because there's a whole lane.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, our top 5s were kind of goofy because they were very specific to our personality. So,
For sure.
like, if your top 5 isn't, everybody's top 5 doesn't have to be Biggie, Pac, Jay-Z, Nas, Wu-Tang.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, honestly, like I like the deeper cuts. I feel like we already know the greats, but it's like who are like Rakim or whatever.
Well,
DVS
influential
top
was
5.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy
Big
Kane.
Daddy Kane.
Yup, props
But Big L dead though.
to one of the
Big L
Godfathers.
for sure.
Big L.
I'm talking about the ones alive. But I mean influential, the
No,
dead or
they
alive.
could be dead, dude.
You know what I'm saying? You know Biggie and Pop, Big L,
Yep.
Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Nas, Granddaddy IU.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
Who?
But he a lot of people slept on him though.
Yeah.
He was nice. And he got
Was he in a group?
nah, by himself.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you ever heard that song Sugar Free?
No.
That's a sample, no?
He's the first one who dropped that song with the girl singing in the background.
Oh, sugar.
But my top 5 of all time that's alive. I mean, we can't say Biggie.
I had to do the same thing. I took Biggie and Pac out of my top 5 because I love Biggie and Pac, but I didn't. I feel like it was like I had to say what my specific top 5. My top 5 ended up being like kind of describes my personality. My top 5 was Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and DMX, and then Eli's was Lil Wayne,
Biggie,
Nas,
Kanye, and Mac Miller.
Yeah.
But that's
I'm gonna say
different generation.
I'm gonna take Pop and Big out and Big L because that's a known fact. But
Right.
I'm gonna take Jada,
Ooh.
Eminem,
Ooh.
Jigga, Tip,
Oh, TIP.
and Luda.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
He
that.
hyphened every name.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean Q-Tip or Tip?
Tip, T.I.
Oh, T.I. I never call him Tip.
Yeah, he had a double disc TI versus TIP.
Oh, okay.
I think Tip maybe was Tip one like a
T.I. is
trap was
crazy.
like his trap name or something like that. T.I. versus T.I.P. was dope. It was a double disc. And it was like, that was a hot album.
I wish we could play that joint he just did on the L.A. Liquors.
Oh, I didn't even know about it. What's it called?
Nah, it was a freestyle.
Oh, yeah.
Was it online or like he dropped it?
Online with L.A. Liquors. You never heard of that podcast? They bring rappers on their interview and then they do like 5 minutes freestyle.
Nice.
Man, I saw some dude like
shout out to other hip hop podcasts doing their thing.
Yeah, no, the live spinning with like you just put on a beat and freestyle. I feel like it exposes a lot of these rappers.
DVS sent me this country white boy that was going hard, and he just like disses everybody.
Except for Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
He dissed almost everybody, right?
He didn't diss Wayne?
But he said it in the rap.
Yeah.
What's the dude's name?
I forgot.
You sent it to me.
I'm into like my boy's on tour with Jelly Roll.
Oh, that
he's like kind of country, but I think he's kind of
that song Wild Ones. I'm predicting is the 24 song in the summer. It's hot. They're playing it on 107.5.
Dude, this has been we got a lot of new music coming out.
I think
awesome.
it's hot.
Yeah.
DVS said he sounded like CeeLo when I let him listen to it in my car.
Yeah, the one that's singing that in, yeah.
So you like Jada? You said Jada first.
J to the mwah.
Because can't nobody fuck with Jada.
Jada Kiss is
That's
nice.
crazy. And he put Ludacris on there too.
Jada Kiss is nice.
Because if Luda didn't have all those clownish videos, circus-like videos, people would pay more attention to his raps. And see,
he's more of an entertainer.
I listen to his. He's lyrical, man.
He said that about himself in an interview.
Well, I feel like every artist has to do something some point to get noticed.
Well, he said he didn't take himself serious. He wasn't taking himself so seriously. He liked that it was kind of comedy. So he's like, that's kind of just my personality. He said he thought like in hindsight, he said looking back on it, if I took myself more seriously, say like Jay-Z, people would have digested or taken it. They would have taken my music differently. Bez Believe.
Yeah, Bez Believe.
Bez Believe. Fuck the Rap Game 2024 diss official. It's on YouTube. I listened to it and dude goes hard. Only bar I didn't like is he calls he calls J. Cole a scrub. I was like, oh.
So I got a question. When you was the West Coast East Coast thing prevalent? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the beef.
I mean, it's always been a thing, right?
Yeah, I saw it when it opened up and when it started.
Because people are saying now the whole "not like us" thing, just to circle it around.
Yeah,
they're making it a West Coast East Coast thing. You know,
he was at Juneteenth yesterday. We got to talk about it.
Who was?
Kendrick just performed some big show out on the West Coast Juneteenth, and everybody was there. LeBron was there. Dre showed up. It was like
everyone's showing up for Kendrick.
It was like a cultural event, and it's cool. But if we're circling back to the Kendrick Drake beat, which we talked about a lot during the first 2 episodes, it's like they're trying to cancel Drake. Drake is getting canceled right now.
Yeah, but also like the "not like us" thing. That's what I started with. Is that a race thing or is it a coast thing, or you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Answer to that question.
You know, now it's like, I don't know how you feel. Like, how do you
feel on the whole Drake? We got to touch on it. How do you feel on the whole Drake Kendrick beef? Give us your old school DVS, like your take on the whole thing.
Yeah, it's comedy.
It's comedy.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's corny, bro.
You can't. If you try to compare it, you can't compare it. You try to compare it to Biggie and Pac for 10 seconds, and it's not the same.
And the Common Sense and Ice Cube battles harder than this shit.
Yeah.
You know they was beefing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
real.
It's just different.
Real recognize real. Ain't the same no more.
It's kind of like, you know what it's like? I mean, not to call it out, not that it was fake, but I mean, it's like the Tyson fighting that Paul kid. With all these rules and regulations in comparison to a battle. Go ahead.
Like when Nas and Jigga was beefing, a whole song came out, a whole saying came from that beef. Cause if you battling somebody, you got ethered, nigga.
You got ethered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that's what Nas did to Jigga.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have beef. I mean, the most dangerous beef was Big and Pac, but The media did it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I just think that...
Right, the media definitely be dictating a lot of that.
And they boosted all that shit up. Man, you know, I think P. Diddy and Suge was really hated each other too, but the media...
Did you rock with Diddy? Like, you been following what's going on with that?
Man, no, that's whack to me too.
Like
the whole beef? I mean, not beef. Not beef. The whole Diddy... raiding the house. I watched the documentary.
Because,
it's crazy.
So you don't think he's guilty?
I ain't say that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because you should have known when he had the locks and he tried to take the publishing and all that shit. You knew he was doing all kind of other stuff. So
yep. Now it's coming out. Now it's coming out saying that Biggie was trying to leave the label and then he died.
That's the media shit too.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Speculation.
Yeah.
They say that Biggie had hired an attorney and that he was trying to get off a Bad Boy, and then next thing you know that he's dead. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Man, Suge Knight was a gangster, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but when you know if a man get on stage and is advertising his label and saying fuck the other label,
right?
He don't give a damn. He on BET, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
I mean, when you get on the street, he sure don't give a damn about what happened.
Well, I mean, everybody
What
knows.
happened to Suge?
He went to jail for a little while.
Oh, he's still locked up?
Shot himself.
Do you hear thugs trying to get they might have to disqualify his case right now.
Why?
Because the lawyer, like, something happened with misconduct in the court.
There's so much going. It's
I read something about that.
Yeah. I hope you don't, I hope they don't lock him up, but
there's so much going on in
hip hop.
hip-hop.
Just going to give him time served.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I think so.
If he gets off, that's fine.
But a lot of those rappers, they be doing it to themselves, man. Everything is on social media. Everything is this, everything is that.
It's different. The game has changed.
They be testifying on themselves.
I mean, when we lost Takeoff and just all those videos came out.
So let me say this though: Did Kendrick and this whole beef kind of Ja Rule him? Did he get Ja ruled the way 50 Cent did Ja? I mean, in a way, it kind of starting to feel that way. I said all it was gonna take was, like a huge summer hit for the girls to go crazy again, like. Hotline Bling or
but dang,
One Dance or something huge, and then Drake will be right back to where he was, or is it? What do you think?
Nah, I say, do they hate each other?
Who?
Not really. That's what
I'm saying.
Yeah,
right. Any beef that's the best beef is
when it's
me and Greko
real
beefing,
right?
And I say, man, Greko gonna be at the Grass Tiger tonight. I'm gonna smack him as soon as I see him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's beef.
Yeah, no, I
we
feel
rapping about each other.
Yeah, no.
When I see him, I'm gonna smack him.
But like Drake,
but
Drake is soft anyways,
when your
and
mom
like who cares
up on the street?
Yeah, who cares if he has a hit?
That kind of beef.
Yeah,
you don't want nobody to get hurt, but that's the best beef.
Beef is when I see you.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to be in I see you.
Yeah.
Now you through.
Meet me out back, bro.
Beef is when you need to gas to go to sleep. Right? Yeah, no, I mean, I think that obviously some of the best hip hop beefs came from a real place. Now, Kendrick says, I don't like the way that you dress, I don't like the way that you talk, I don't like all this shit, but like.
But would he smack him when he sing?
That's a good point.
But his boys might,
But they ain't beefing.
Yeah, that's a good
point.
If I'm
like 50 and Ja Rule, they can't stand each other. They fought before.
Yeah.
Right.
And you see them talking.
Like that's real beef. That's real. This is like fabricated. They probably want to do nothing if they ran into each other.
Well, look, DVS, I said this. I said Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is done more streaming. It passed like Taylor Swift on Spotify and maybe Apple iTunes. I heard for whatever how Taylor Swift songs do on streaming.
Yeah, but it's all tapped into the culture of like what's relevant. And we live in a space where it's like if you're touching on what's happening now,
yeah,
and people are tuned into that, that's what you want. Then you're relevant. You know what I mean?
But what I said is that like, and I'm not even a huge Kendrick fan, but I like a ton of Kendrick Lamar's songs. And to me, of all my favorite songs that Kendrick Lamar are on, Not Like Us is at the bottom of my personal list. And so for it to be passing Taylor Swift in streams is mind-blowing because, like, it all happened because of the beef.